Okay, hey, how's it going, YouTube? Salt Princess here, and I wanted to make for you guys another installment of my How to Kill Bosses guide. And, so far the only installment has been Uber Elder, which is probably less helpful than some of the lesser bosses. So today I wanted to go over exerting your Elder influence as well as dealing with the Shaper Guardian. So that'd be these guys right here, your tier 16 maps. We have the Forge of the Phoenix, we have the Lair of the Hydra, the Pit of the Chimera, and the Maze of the Minotaur. And so this is going to be sort of a one-shot video, and by that I mean I'm just going to do one clean take, and I'm actually going to do all four maps and all four bosses and sort of give you an overview while I'm doing it. The other thing that I like to do for these maps is because they are the highest tier maps and like they're all shaped right here. I'm gonna give you guys a little information about like I guess just a nice way to make money while you do this, because like you don't always get great loot from the big boss man himself. So it's nice to be able to get like really high item level shaped bases, shaped and eldered bases. I've gotten some great stuff from the Minotaur, in fact. Um, so I had a little whoopsie earlier, and I tried to push this influence into the Pit of the Chimera, and it didn't work. And it's funny because I was recording when I did it, and it was a failure, but I can't show you. But so essentially, the other part of this video I want to explain is like how to exert your Elder influence and your Shaper influence. So like, this is the War of the Atlas, like right in front of us right now. Okay, so like, this is like the Elder's zone, and he's at war with the Shaper, and these are the Shaper's little territories over here. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to move the Uber Elder, or the regular Elder actually, onto the Shaper's realm to make him the Uber Elder, and to get that war like to its head. And so the way that you do that is in these little territories right here, you kind of zoom in on your map and you look at these roads in between the maps themselves. You see these little red paths here. And so what these indicate is like how these maps are connected with one another. So like as you can see here, we have primordial blocks, and there's a nice little road that just leads right into the Maze of the Minotaur. And so over here we have the Sunken City. It's only a tier 14, and you'll notice there's no road to the Pit of the Chimera. That was the mistake I just made. And I knew this. I said it in the video, and I'm not going to show you. But so what we would have to do over here is we'd have to go and hit the lava lakes, and then go up into the Pit of the Chimera. And so when you do this, you defeat the Shaper influence here, and that gives the Elder influence the opportunity to take over that territory or that map. So we're going to do that right now with the Maze and the Minotaur. And I'm also popping in Shaper Scarabs right here, these little gilded Shaper Scarabs, so I have a better chance of getting some nice bases, hopefully. So yeah, let's find out how this goes. I just had a pretty rough time with my Chimera map earlier, just because it went unID'd when I corrupted it, and I didn't really actually know it was on it. And yeah. So anyway, I know a lot of people that I know from this game actually have a little bit of trouble with Minotaur because he hits really hard, and he's got like one of the most annoying arenas for his fight. You know what I mean? His the space in which you could actually like deal with his mechanics and fight him is relatively constricted and small, and I think for that reason players have a lot of issues with him, or some issues with him at least. He's not free. So I don't know. I'm a little older. I grew up on Super Nintendo. All the bosses in Super Nintendo and stuff had like patterns and like behaviors and stuff that they did. So like I got pretty good at like, recognizing like, oh, this boss just did that thing, and well, I guess since he just did that thing, that probably means he's going to do this other thing next. And where is she? She's the leader, so we don't want to interrogate her. We'll just destroy all the items, and I guess we'll just imprison him. We'll take this ring, and we'll deal with stuff later. So these are item level 86 bases, but I don't really fuck with those right now because they're not shaped. Get out of here. Don't mind that loot filter noise. You didn't hear that. Oh, I should probably actually turn those sounds off for when I'm streaming. I don't want to get copyright strikes for using somebody else's likeness in my videos. Anyway, don't worry about that. There was nobody else here. There's no other content creators in this loot filter. So yeah, anyway, about the Minotaur. So the Minotaur does a couple things. He's got like a big old ground slam, right? Where he does basically like almost like what Azaro does with a nice little charge up and then like a consecrated slam or whatever. He like takes his mace overhead, slams the ground, makes a little consecrated area on the ground, and it leaves well, it basically makes the ceiling collapse, and that ceiling collapses with these big giant stones that'll deal a lot of physical damage to you. And the other thing about those stones is they actually, I'm not going to do this incursion. I don't fuck with incursions right now. The stones that fall from the ceiling actually turn into stone elementals, and so that's a little bit of the mechanic that kind of sucks, because it forces you to maybe not have the greatest movement ever. Or to maybe be forced to use something like your brand recall if you're a Stormbrand character, or you gotta split your DPS up. Most of these bosses have an ads phase, but the particularly the Minotaur, the ads phase is like during the actual fight. He doesn't leave while the ads are there, and it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. So aside from that slam, the other thing that's tough about his like area that you fight him in is that he has these little electrodes in the room, and the electrodes like subdivide the room into 4 little spaces, and the electricity that comes out of these electrodes actually deals like damage over time, but more importantly, it slows you dramatically. So, and he also has this move where he dives underground, and the thing about that move that's very interesting, talking too much. The thing about that that dive that I wanted to say before I got one shot by this guy, which I won't let that happen again. Don't you worry about me. Is that when he dives underground like that, he actually dives directly at the place where you were just standing, so you can kind of jabate him into going where you would like him to go. Now you got a movement skill through those things, because like I said, they will fuck you up. Oh, theirs must have increased AoE. I didn't think I was close enough for that to hit me. It doesn't have increased AoE, but that's my bad. So yeah, you typically don't have to sidestep that much. That was a bad example. But yeah, he just goes to right where your feet were before he dove underground. And so that makes the fight a little easier in that sense. Oh shit, of course he would. Hey friend. So this will be fun. Come on over. Yeah. Yeah, so you see he's really only got a couple moves. He also has that melee strike. But you kinda just get him to move, you know, to where you would like him to be. Oh. I don't know what just happened to my movement. Jeez Louise. Are these just gonna be like really embarrassing boss kill videos? I usually can actually kill this guy without dying. That's a really bad example, but what can you do? Like I said, I'm just trying to one-shot this and teach you guys about it. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I didn't get a single shaped base. I used the whole scarab, not one shaper base. I don't know if it's just me and my bad luck or what, but like, so I've been farming tower maps for like, where did she go? I moved her. I've been farming tower maps for the better part of this week, using Shaper, Harbinger, and Divination Scarab, or not Shaper, Harbinger, Divination, and Cartographer Scarabs, and I think the only one that's actually like working properly right now is the Cartographer Scarabs. The Divination Scarabs don't seem to be popping off too hard, and I just don't know about these Scarabs. I don't really think they're that exciting, personally. So we're just gonna dump these. I don't really care what they are right now. And yeah, I'm a little embarrassed about that fight. Little bit embarrassed about that fight. Please don't judge me. I'll do better on, let's see. I think I could do, so like, check it out. We exerted our influence, right? So the thing about this is these maps are, well, these two maps right here are considered touching, or next to each other, proximal, proximate, I don't know, and so are these two. So once you exert your influence onto one of these guardian maps, as they're called, you can kind of pick and choose whichever one you want to go for next, except you can't move diagonally because this counts as another map. So like, you know, you'd hit this map, you wouldn't hit this map, so you can't exert influence across, you know, more than one space. So the Hydra is, we would have to do either the Chimera or the Phoenix before we can approach the Hydra. Since I just got absolutely fucking destroyed by the Minotaur, I feel like doing the Phoenix next. The Phoenix's level is a little harder than the Phoenix himself. Oh man. Wow, I'm actually really embarrassed about how that went, but what can you do? I've been playing a flippin' Magic Find Deadeye for like a solid week in pure speedrun, no boss mode. And I'm just used to either just dying in one hit to like white mobs or just killing everything so fast I don't even get hit. And definitely not doing bosses. I'm rusty. I haven't done bosses in a while. It's probably been about 2 weeks. So, feels bad, man. What can you do? That's a pleasant reward right there. So we got 2? Not 3, though. Oh, well. So yeah, what can I say about the Phoenix? The Forge of the Phoenix is like a pretty cool map that we're not going to full clear because I just want to, you know, for brevity's sake, I just want to get through this as quickly as I can. So as not to make the video too, you know, drawn out and ridiculous for you. After I get it properly uploaded, I'll probably look for timestamps so I can put timestamps in the description. So you guys can just skip to the part where I actually start talking about the mechanics. What is that? That's garbage. All these fortifications. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's just one. Well, hopefully I don't die. Everybody's been one-shotting me, like, crazy hard. Wow, hey game, can I actually use my movement skills? That'd be amazing. Is this Elrion? Am I getting hit by nothing? What even just hit me? Oh, we're not doing this. They all just full healed. Fuck this. I don't even care. It's fortification anyways. Why are you still following me, Vegan? Hello? Okay, we got issues now. This game's been behaving so weird for me.
Sometimes, Exile, the Templars are the habit of questioning their own.
I've been having issues with my movement skills. I don't know if it's my hardware or what. I've even started like doing the shift thing. Ooh, money. So, anyway. Couldn't possibly be that I'm bad and unskilled. Or rusty. It's gotta be my hardware. I'm not bad. My hardware's bad. Right? You guys can relate. You understand. So, pro strats, for those of you who are, you know, still learning, like myself. Look at that. I didn't even have my auras on. Pop a portal. So this guy is gonna do kind of like that move where he just kind of runs at you and does a couple hits, and then he does that where he sticks his weapons into the ground and he charges up and explodes, and it does a big AoE damage thing. And I'm not sure if it's just periodically these little phoenixes spawn to shoot little projectiles at you, but they just kind of spawn intermittently all over the place. I can't tell exactly when it is, but for me, I don't think this guy's very hard. Of course. I'm so rusty. So, yeah, my college classes just started, and I haven't been focusing very much on this game. Can you tell? Also, I'm focusing way more on talking to you guys than actually not sucking. It'd be so fucking cool if I could stop spending all of my flask charges like that. Did you see me just instantly drink all of my flasks? Look at that. No shaper bases. That's 2 whole maps with scarabs. No shaper bases. Feels fucking good, man. Feels good. Okay, so since I'm clearly gonna die to everybody, let's do the ugly map now. Let's boy, if you think that I've had some poor performance thus far, just wait. Just wait. This one. Oof. It's gonna be fun. Let's get these cards in here. So yeah, the Phoenix, I don't think the Phoenix is that bad. I kind of just had a bonehead moment there. So we actually got our auras equipped this time. We're gonna do the pit. This boss, I think this boss is a little tiny bit unfair, personally. All the bosses have ads, right? The Phoenix and the Minotaur, the ads are like out during the fight. The Phoenix's ads are like pretty wimpy though, and they don't move a whole lot, and their projectiles are really slow. They're kind of negligible. They're just damage sponges to like distract you. Their little fiery tornado things are kind of annoying. What can you do? But then like this guy, it's just a long fight. He disappears and you can't damage him during 2 different phases. Vegan, figure out what you're doing with your life. Why are you in the fortification and the transportation? Why are you even in my syndicate? Love getting off-screened. Stop talking. I will be cruel in my methods. Oh god. So yeah, the thing that I like Piranha's License. The thing that I don't like about this guy is like, he's got an invulnerability phase where he does an absolute truckload of damage to you that you can't dodge like mechanically at all. That same guy has been that's just one guy has been asking me about this weapon for literally like 2 days, and it's always at the worst time. I don't know why. I don't know what's so good about that weapon, but I'm gonna price it at like 5x now. Probably not, but yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that weapon, but everybody seems to want it. So yeah, I can smell him. He's getting close. So the Chimera, he has a move where he sort of like does a dashing kick looking thing to your current location, which you can sidestep or use a movement skill for, and happens pretty fast. And then he'll immediately follow that up with like a little 3-punch combo, like a little punch kick thing. And then he'll put a circle on the ground wherever he is at that moment, and after about a second or maybe a little longer than that, he does like almost like I don't know. He just does AoE damage in that area. It looks really cool, but you don't want to get hit by it because it hurts really bad. And after he does that, usually you will have done enough damage to what am I doing? To move him into his second phase where he does his ads phase. Sorry, I just keep bringing up keep hitting weird stuff. So yeah, he's gonna do an ads phase. He does 3 separate ad phases at certain percentages of his health pool. There's like Goatman, which is annoying. That's the worst one. Or maybe the Vipers are the worst one. And dogs, like the little Zoth dogs. The little fire guys. Oh look, he did it out of order. Way to contradict me, bud. But after the one thing that's for certain is after the ads phase, he will basically show up again and then go invisible into these little poofs of smoke. And it's really Not very much fun. The poofs of smoke obscure him, and you have to run through them to force him out of the little poofs. Okay, okay. So, let's see if I can not die to poison. Yep, so these are them. Ooh, we got lucky I didn't die. I almost always die in that phase, and it's really upsetting because you can't damage him. But then it's just a sort of a rinse and repeat. It's really important to not blow all your flasks like a pleb. Because, so, like, I specifically bring this granite flask just for this fight. It's a granite flask that gives me, obviously, a lot of armor, but it's also rolled to have, mine has 96% evasion. I know you can roll that higher, but I'm not about to spend a divine on a flask, so. Really? Really, bro? Okay. I left before the Stormbrand killed all the ads because I want a second before he goes into the smoke phase, because he'll probably kill me again right here. This will be sad. Yeah, so like I can't even see him. And then you could just get completely screwed by RNG. You see I hit 4 of them. He was in the 5th one. And that is why I say that this fight is kind of unfair, unless you have just like the most insane regen or are like a juggernaut or something. That I've actually failed this fight like many times, specifically due to that mechanic, and I just don't think it's like fun. All of these boss fights are fun, except this one. Like this is the only boss fight in the entire game that I can legitimately say just bothers me. So yeah, these goatmen or whatever. The last one I think shoots fireballs or something. I don't know. Don't get to see. Hey guys. So yeah, let's okay. I love it. It's so fun and fair. I don't know if there's like an indicator that like makes it more clear that like, oh, he's in that one for this reason because that one's darker or something. Or like, oh yeah, they're all like, you know, they're all red smoke clouds, but like one of them has like black smoke in it too or something like that. Like it's just so very hard to know where he is, and it feels like it's complete RNG. And I'm not a fan of pure RNG. I'm gonna stick to my guns and say that fight always feels unfair to me, especially as a caster character. It's just not. It's not fun.
Hello.
And I play games to have fun. But anyway, we made it through. We got our fragment. It's all good. So now we're going to do my favorite one. I actually think that the Hydra is super fun. Oh, that's a midnight. We're not going to do that. I actually think the Hydra fight is great. I absolutely adore this fight. It's very well done. And the Hydra's a lady. So every time you die to the lady, every time you die to the Hydra, you're getting your ass kicked by a lady. I love it. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to deal with Fagin again. Let's find out. Those I found out are called abominations. Those guys, those are mean. They're meanies. I don't like them. Did I just get frozen? What is this? Damage on full life. Wow. Wow. Damage on full life support. Oh my goodness. I'll never get to proc that. Oh boy. Another quartz wand. So yeah, and I guess I should have probably... let me just drop these Stormbrands for a second so I know I'm safe. So like, as you can see, like even though this doesn't look connected like we did the Forge of the Phoenix earlier, and it's got the influence around it, and we're We're just spreading it. We're gonna get our last spot right here. It's gonna be fun. Oh! Ah. Did I mention I haven't played this character in like 2 weeks? Alright. So yeah, so I'd like to continue doing this this boss killing guide, and I have I think a Delve Architect, which is kind of, it's a pretty fight, but it's not like the most complicated fight ever. I'll still do a guide on it, but like that's one of those ones where I think you can accidentally figure it out pretty much on your first try.
I'll only tell you what I want to tell you.
Traitor's just the
Pathetic.
The Bargainer.
The foundations are shifting, Exile, but I doubt you'll bring the tower down. Cool winds.
So, yeah, Delve Architect. Delve Architect is beautiful. And for that reason alone, I'll do it for you guys. But I'm really looking for an Ol, because I know some of my favorite content creators had one hell of a time, first of all, spawning him, which I can relate to pretty intimately. But then just like struggling through the mechanics of the fight. It looks like it's a really hard fight. It's, as far as I know, because I'm a new player, it's also kind of new content, so it's a little fresh for everybody. And I think most players are probably still in my boat of having not even so much as seen one yet. I haven't seen one because I haven't been really targeting Delve that much, but yeah, that one just looks really compelling because I like a good challenge. I'm super okay with failing like a bunch of times. It's fine and it's fun for me. I love it. I don't like free boss fights, you know? Maybe that's why I've died on every single one of these so far. It's just because I gotta at least pretend like I'm struggling. even though I definitely wasn't pretending. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Hydra. So she's cool, dude. She's got cool armor. She's got a fancy bow and arrow. She does like a barrage. She has those things. Those are called totems. Yeah. So like I was saying, she has a barrage. She has this charge shot, which does this like arcing pattern. Comes out and it comes out and it goes pew pew like that, and that'll one shot you. It'll fucking kill you. So you got to stand close to her for the whole fight, basically. And then she'll also do like a rain of arrows kind of thing. So this is the charge shot. Ooh, this is a multiple projectile maps too. Hoo-hoo! Faster attacks and multiple projectiles. I do remember rolling that, and I did it intentionally. What a lunatic I am. Okay, because I can usually do this one pretty easily, so I made it way harder. Maybe not the best idea. So yeah, so she'll do this. You gotta stay close because she'll do the rain, she'll do the barrage like that, and then she'll do, yeah, wow. These multiple projectiles, oh my god. I didn't think about that. I did not, I knew it would like make multiple projectiles for the charge shot, but I didn't take into account that it would also make the barrage one-shot me. So yeah, look at that. It's a pretty fight, but basically you just dodge these things and then stay close to her. That's the real secret. You gotta stay close, because if you get far away, she'll do that shit. I didn't even see her. And it'll just it'll make you feel pretty bad when it hits you. Look at that, guys. I used 4 Shaper Scarabs, right? Did we see that? I used 4 Gilded Shaper Scarabs, no less, on shaped Guardian maps, and I didn't get anything. Wow, but look at that. We got Guardians now, so I guess, yeah. Wow, that was really bad. I didn't do very good. I'm not really proud of that. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because hopefully we learned. Maybe the only thing that we learned is that, you know, sometimes Salt Princess is a little overly confident. Maybe she's not actually as good as she says she is, but that's okay, because hopefully she's good at explaining things, and that's helpful. Even if we're mostly here to just watch the train crash. So yeah. So that's been my second installment into the How to Kill Bosses Guide videos series. So that was our Shaper Guardians. That was a fun time, right? I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure did. So yeah, my name is the Salt Princess, and that was a disaster. Hopefully you guys do a lot better in your attempts than I did. I wish you guys luck in finishing off the rest of this this league, and I look forward to making more of these videos for you guys in the future. Who knows? Maybe the next one will be how to kill the Elder Guardians. I don't know. Tune in next time to find out. You guys have a good day. Bye.